Ever had someone call your dream a joke, then beg you for a paycheck? I'm sitting in our main conference room, the one with the glass walls that face the entire office. My father is walking toward me down the hallway. He's wearing his interview suit. He's carrying a resume. His resume, and he has absolutely no idea that I'm the CEO he's about to meet. 4 years ago, he told me my startup was a pathetic hobby. He laughed when I said I wanted to build something. He told me to get a real job. To grow up, now he's here, applying to work for me, and he still doesn't know. I have 4 years of receipts sitting in a folder on this desk. So, where are you watching from? What time is it there? If you've ever been underestimated, hit that like button. You're going to want to stick around for this. But let me rewind. Because this didn't start in a conference room. It started at a kitchen table. With 2 words. Pathetic hobby. 4 years earlier, family dinner at my parents' house. I'm 24. I've been working customer support at a tech company for 2 years. Decent paycheck. Benefits? Stable. But I have this idea. A workflow automation tool for small sales teams. I've been sketching it out for months. I pitch it that night. My dad barely looks up from his plate. So you want to quit your job to build an app? Not an app. A SaaS platform. Subscription model. I already have a co-founder. We met at a hackathon. She's a Stanford CS grad and... He cuts me off. It's a pathetic hobby. You need stability. A salary. Benefits. You need to grow up. The room goes quiet. My aunt laughs, nervous. My mom changes the subject. I don't say anything. I just sit there, and I feel something harden inside me. That night, I go back to my childhood bedroom. I open my laptop. I register the LLC at 11:47 p.m., 3 hours after that dinner. I still have the confirmation email. For the next 4 years, I work in silence. I code at night. I take every customer support call myself at first. My co-founder Maya builds the front end. We land our first paying client 6 months in, then 3 more, then 10. We don't announce it. We don't post about it. We just build. Every family gathering is the same. My dad asks when I'm going to quit the side gig. I smile. I say nothing. I'm methodical. I save every email, every text, every milestone. I don't know why at first. I do now. Because 4 years later, his resume lands in my inbox. It's a Tuesday morning. I'm in back-to-back product meetings. My phone buzzes. Slack message from our HR director, Jen. Interesting applicant for the enterprise sales role. Strong pipeline background. You know him? I open the attachment. It's a PDF. Resume. Top line, his name. My stomach drops. I scroll down. His cover letter is polished, professional, and completely ironic. I've spent 15 years in sales leadership. I've watched too many young people waste time on unscalable ideas. I'm drawn to companies with experienced leadership and proven revenue models. I read it twice. He has no idea that this company, the one he's praising for its experienced leadership, is mine. The pathetic hobby. I close my laptop. I just sit there. That night, my phone buzzes again. Family group text. My dad. Finally applied somewhere serious. Not some kid's app experiment. A real company. Fingers crossed. I screenshot it. I don't reply. Maya sees my face the next morning. You good? My dad applied here. Wait, your dad? The one who... Yeah, that one. She stares at me. What are you going to do? I think about it. I could reject him quietly. Forward his resume to another manager. Ghost him entirely. Or I open my calendar. I'm scheduling the interview. Are you serious? 2 weeks out. And I'm not telling anyone. Maya just nods. Okay, but be careful. I don't answer. Because I'm not sure what careful means anymore. 3 days later, I meet one of our angel investors for coffee. Mark's been in the game for 20 years. Seen everything. I tell him. Not everything. Just enough. He sets down his cup. Don't do this. Don't do what? Whatever you're planning. If this is about ego, about revenge, don't. You've built something real. Don't let a personal grudge tank your credibility. I feel it like a slap. I'm not, you are. I can see it. And I get it. But you're the CEO now. Act like it. I leave that meeting feeling hollow. Like maybe he's right. Maybe I'm being petty. Maybe I should just move on. The next weekend, there's a family birthday party. My dad's there. He's in a great mood. He raises his glass. To new chapters. I'm basically hired at this incredible company, finally moving up. He looks at me. Maybe once I'm pulling a real salary again, I can give you some tips on adulting. The room laughs. Maya's there as my +1. She squeezes my hand under the table. I sit there smiling, and I feel like I'm disappearing. That night, I almost cancel the interview. Almost. Then I pull up our revenue dashboard. 7 figures. Annual recurring revenue growing 40% quarter over quarter. I'm not pretending. I never was. That same night, I can't sleep. I open my email. I type his name into the search bar. One thread appears. Subject line, my kid's business idea. Sent 4 years ago. 1 month after that dinner, I click it. He forwarded my pitch deck to a colleague. Someone I've never met. The body of the email is short. Wants to build workflow automation SaaS. And doesn't even know what a P&L is. I told him to apply to Home Depot. At least they have benefits. The reply comes 2 minutes later. Brutal but fair. Kids these days. I sit there staring at the screen. Then I open another folder. Contracts. I scroll back. 4 years. Contract number 0001. Our first enterprise client. A mid-sized logistics company. $48,000 annual subscription. The signature date is 6 days after that email. 6 days. I screenshot both. I put them side by side. On one screen, my dad laughing at my idea. On the other, proof that it worked. I don't feel angry. I feel cold, clear. I didn't need his belief. I didn't need his permission. I never did. But he's about to find out exactly what I built. Because that was receipt number 1. And I had more. The following week, my dad passes the phone screen with Jen. She sends me the debrief. Solid experience. Strong pipeline stories. Confidence is high, maybe too high. He did say something odd, though. Quote, kids in tech need adult supervision. I'm not sure if that's a culture fit. I close the message. 2 days later, there's another family dinner. My aunt's house this time. My dad's riding high. He corners Maya by the kitchen. I'm 10 feet away. I hear every word. So you're the diversity hire he brought on? Nice gig if you can get it. Maya's face goes flat. She doesn't respond. She just walks past him. I follow her outside. I'm sorry. Don't be. But you need to handle this. Because if he joins your company, I'm not staying. She's not being dramatic. She's being clear. I nod. The next morning, my dad posts on Facebook. Excited to join a real company with real leadership. Sometimes experience beats hype. He tags our company page. Within an hour, our marketing lead slacks me. Do we know this guy? He's acting like he already works here. I stare at my screen. If I blow up at him now, I look unstable. Emotional. A kid who can't separate business from family. If I do nothing, he joins my team. And I spend every day watching him undermine me. There's only one path left. I message Jen. I'll take the final round interview myself. She replies immediately. You sure? That's pretty hands-on for a sales role. I'm sure. I am. Jen sends me the phone screen recording that afternoon. Standard practice. We record all candidate calls for training and compliance. I open it. I put in my earbuds. 14 minutes in, the interviewer asks a standard question. What's your take on the startup ecosystem? My dad's voice comes through clear and confident. Overrated. My own kid tried that route. I steered him toward real work. He's figuring it out. But you need structure, process, leadership. That's what I bring. I pause the recording. I replay it. Then I keep going. At the 23-minute mark, he's asked about his biggest wins. He lists 3 major deals. I recognize all of them. 2 of those deals were mine. 5 years ago, I worked at the same firm as my dad for 8 months. I built the pipeline. I closed the deals. Then I left to start the company. He took credit after I was gone. I open our old CRM, I export the logs. Deal owner, my name, not his. I create a new folder on my desktop. Interview evidence. I drop in the recording, the transcript, the CRM export. The 2 deals highlighted. On screen it's clean, undeniable. Recording timestamp, 14 minutes, 32 seconds. Resume line item number 4 versus CRM export. Q4 2019. Receipt number 2. Now I knew. This wasn't about me. It never was. It was about him. And I was about to find out why. 2 days before the interview, my mom texts me. Can we talk? It's about your father. We meet at a coffee shop. Neutral ground. They've been divorced for 3 years, but they're still civil. She doesn't waste time. He lost his last 2 consulting clients in 2021. His savings are gone. He's underwater on the condo. I don't say anything. She keeps going. And sweetie, you're doing what he always wanted to do. He wanted to build something. He never did. And now you have... He can't handle it. She pauses. That doesn't make it okay. But that's why. I ask the question I don't want to ask. How bad is it? $87,000. Credit cards. He needs this job. But he'll never ask you for help. His pride won't let him. I sit back. 87,000. I feel something shift, not pity. Not forgiveness, clarity. He wasn't a villain. He was small, scared, failing, and tearing me down made him feel bigger. But I didn't need to make him smaller. I just needed him to see me. Really see me, just once. I finish my coffee. I hug my mom. Thank you for telling me. What are you going to do? I smile. I'm going to give him the interview. She looks confused. But he applied for a job. He's going to get an interview. A real one. I leave it at that. The morning of the interview, I get to the office early. I book the main conference room. The one with the glass wall that faces the entire open floor. Everyone can see in. But I'm not doing this for a show. I'm doing it so he has to face reality, in full view, with no escape. I prepare the interview packet. Standard stuff. Role overview, company deck, revenue, team size, customer logos, behavioral questions. All professional. All airtight. Then I add one thing. A printed copy of the email. The one with the subject line, my kid's business idea. I put it in a folder. I label it context. I'm not planning to gloat. I'm not planning to humiliate him. But if he denies the history, I'll have it. I make coffee. I put on the blazer Maya gave me when we closed our Series A. It's navy. It fits perfectly. I sit down at the head of the table. I open my laptop. I pull up the metrics dashboard on the screen behind me. 4.2 million in ARR, 43 employees, clients in 6 countries. The pathetic hobby. I check the time. 10 a.m., he's scheduled for 10. I hear footsteps in the hall. I take a breath. I wasn't going to humiliate him. I was going to show him exactly who I'd become, and let him decide what to do with that. The door opens. The receptionist leads him down the hallway. He's in a suit, charcoal gray, confident stride. He's smiling. Then he sees the conference room. He sees me. His face goes white. What are you? I gesture to the chair across from me. Hi, Dad. Thanks for coming in. Have a seat. He doesn't move. Is this a joke? You're sitting in for someone? I point to the nameplate on the table. It's small. Brass. Founder and CEO. I let it sit. This is my company. The pathetic hobby. He stares. Then he sits, slowly. I open my laptop. I rotate it so he can see the screen. We're on track for 4.2 million in annual recurring revenue this year. 43 employees. Clients in 6 countries. He doesn't respond. I slide a printed page across the table. Your resume lists 3 major wins from 2019. 2 of them were mine. I have the CRM logs. He looks down. His hand shakes. You did. Deal owner, my name. Not yours. Silence. I keep my voice even, calm. In your phone screen, you said you steered me toward real work. You said I'm still figuring it out. Would you like to hear the recording? He shakes his head. I slide one more piece of paper across the table. The email. The one from 4 years ago. My kid's business idea. The laughing emoji. He stares at it. He doesn't touch it. I lean forward. Do you still think this is a joke? He opens his mouth. Nothing comes out. I sit back. I'm not hiring you. His head snaps up. Not because I'm angry. Not because I'm petty. But because you don't respect what we've built here. And I won't bring that energy into my team. I pause. You can tell the family it wasn't a fit. I won't correct you. He stands. His hands are trembling. He looks around the room. The open office beyond the glass. The whiteboards covered in road maps. The team working, headphones on, building something real. He looks back at me. I didn't know. I meet his eyes. You never asked. He walks to the door. He stops. He doesn't turn around. Then he leaves. I sit there for a long time. The pathetic hobby just said no. He doesn't text. He doesn't call. For 2 weeks, he ghosts the family group chat. My mom calls me. What happened? I keep it vague. We talked. It wasn't a fit. There's a long pause. Good for you. That's all she says. But I hear it. The pride. The relief. 6 months later, we close our Series A. $8 million. The press release goes out. TechCrunch picks it up. LinkedIn lights up. My dad doesn't comment. But I see him update his profile. New job. Sales director at a mid-sized firm. Stable. Honest work. He's employed again. I'm glad. The holidays come around. My aunt hosts. I almost don't go, but I do. He's there. Quiet. He doesn't toast himself. He doesn't hold court. Someone asks me about the company. I answer. I'm brief, professional. My dad listens. At the end of the night, he approaches me. Alone. How'd you land your first enterprise client? It's not sarcastic. It's not mocking. It's genuine, I answer. I tell him about the cold outreach, the demo, the negotiation. He nods. That's good work. It's not an apology, but it's something. He walks away. I don't chase him. I don't need to. Because here's what I learned. Your worth isn't up for debate, especially not with people who never believed in you to begin with. He never apologized. Not in words, but he stopped diminishing me, and I stopped needing him to validate me. That's not a happy ending. It's a boundary. And boundaries are enough. I kept every email, every text, every milestone. Not because I wanted revenge, but because I knew my story was real. Documentation isn't petty. It's power. And sometimes the only way people see you is when you stop waiting for permission to be seen. We hit $6 million in ARR that year. Hired 12 more people. Launched in 2 new verticals. The pathetic hobby is now employing families. Solving real problems. And I get to do it with people who believed in it from day one. So here's my question for you. What's the pathetic hobby someone told you to quit? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear what you're building. Whether you proved them wrong or you're still working on it, you're not alone. If this story hit home, subscribe. Hit the bell. There's more where this came from. And remember, this is a fictionalized dramatization for entertainment purposes. Not legal, financial, or career advice. Always consult professionals for your specific situation. But if someone ever calls your dream a joke, keep receipts. Build anyway. And when they finally see you, make sure you're already standing at the head of the table,